But let's continue with looking at some of the other issues surrounding it. Security is expected to be beefed up in Durban today as anti-documented immigration protests are being planned. They're planning to march amid the 46th SADC Summit in Durban. March and March, as well as Operation Dudula activists, plan this march in the city to express their grievances over undocumented foreign nationals to the regional leaders meeting at the Durban ICC. SABC News Reporter Samkele Maseko is following this story for us. Samkele, talk to us. Where are you situated? Is that just outside the convention centre or at the area where we're expecting these protests to take place?
Well, we are just outside the convention centre on Stalwart Simelane Street by the corner going towards the International Convention Centre. And we are with Atlanta Martin, the spokesperson of the African Police Service. There is a main march that is planned to move from the Durban City Hall going towards South Beach, those point areas where those particular marches are being diverted away from the International Convention Centre, because this is effectively a red zone that the South African Police Service and government has ring-fenced, that not any ordinary individual can come to this particular area without being accredited for this SADC Summit. We do know that they did try to have 3 individuals come into this particular without proper accreditation by the South African Police Service. But I am going to bring in Atlanta Mate, who speaks for the South African Police Service on the planned marches. Ms. Mate, just the essence of the planned marches. What are some of the planned marches that have been put in place for March and March and Operation Dudula and all other organizations against undocumented migrants within the country?
Well, a very good morning and thank you for the opportunity. As the Net joins, we are aware of a number of marches that will be taking place between today and tomorrow. But the main march, where we are expecting thousands to gather, is the march on march that will be taking place from the Durban City Hall right up to South Beach. We're not worried because our capabilities have been tried, tested and proven to be fit for purpose. I think as the Net joins, we have constantly proven ourselves that we can deliver world-class security operations. As you've rightly indicated, this area is a red zone. It's a no-go area. Security is tight. We are preparing to welcome the heads of state. And like I've indicated, we have sufficient and adequate measures in place to ensure that there are no disruptions. We have seen social media mobilization by March and March. Obviously threats being made to during Section 4. There will be no disruptions. There will be no made to the heads of state, and there will be no one that will come near at the summit. So as I've rightly indicated, it is a red zone. It's a no-go area.
When you look at being a no-go area, and particularly these marches, are you not afraid that there may be some altercations that may take place in South Beach, knowing that it's a predominantly an area?
Look, when you look at the stats of March and March, their marches, particularly in July, there were about 128 peaceful gatherings. There were about 70 marches, and only 9 needed police intervention. So largely throughout the country, March and March, their demonstrations are quite peaceful, so we are not worried. The only challenge that we have is that after they disperse, that's when you get incidents of looting, incidents of lawlessness and so on. But like I've indicated, during the Section 4 meeting, they have committed, they have signed on dotted line that they will obviously gather peacefully and lawfully. But however, we have warned that anyone who steps out of line will be charged and decisive action will be taken against them.
In short, we have a free, crimeless summit, in the words of Net joins, as it stands at this point in time.
Absolutely, we can guarantee that. We've got full faith and confidence in the work of our members on the ground, on their capabilities and so on. Security is tight. You are seeing yourself. We've had a number of build-up events. We have been policing them with no disruptions. So we are quite confident that this summit too will take place in a safe and secure environment. We have delivered the World Cup, 2010 World Cup, without any disruptions and incidents. We have delivered G20 as well a few months back. And so we are quite ready. We are ready, we are watching, and we are ready to act.
Thank you very much, Ms. Athlanda Mata, saying that it will be a crimeless SADC. There won't be any disruptions. Yes, there is a planned march moving from the Durban City Hall going towards South Beach by March on March and Operation Dudula, saying that they're moving them away from the precinct of the International Convention Center. It is a red zone. Not anyone can come close to this particular venue without being accredited for this particular summit, saying that there will be no incidents of violence. If they are, it will be when marches are dispersed, but that will also be closely monitored, Leanne.
All right, thanks very much, Samkele. Just apologies to viewers for the break there, but it was just a very important interview that we needed to get done. But I have no doubt we'll try and sort out and fix the sound, because it was breaking quite badly during that.